seemed enough so far this year?
Huh?
You played like somebody who was fed up with what's happening
Oh,
behind you.
it's yeah. It's just, we lost the last game, so obviously we're gonna come out with that intensity. And then for me, I'm just trying to set the tone. I feel like it kind of starts with me, defensively. Having a high motor. I feel like that'll kind of set the even my defensive intensity. I feel like that'll set the tempo and the pace for offense as well. So, I feel like when my energy is up and my motor is high. I feel like we're better. So, that's what I was trying to do, is have a high motor.
Have you had one-on-one conversations with Coach Pope in recent weeks about that subject?
Yeah,
Just kind of.
yeah. I meet with Coach Pope. We meet a lot, and he kind of really opened my eyes to it because obviously, coming in my last year, all the stuff, the outside stuff could get to you, but just trying to simplify it, focus on one thing when you come into the game, and then watch how everything else will unfold. So that's really what it is, just focusing on one thing, focusing on the best thing I do, and then watch everything else unfold.
How much of the outside stuff did you see the last few days? Because there was a lot
Yeah.
directed at you individually.
Yeah, I saw it all. It's a learning experience. You can't look at it like, oh, they're attacking me or they're attacking someone else. You just gotta learn from it. Obviously, the display we put on last game was nasty, so it's justified. So,
What did you learn? What did you learn from it?
just the energy we got to play with. Regardless of what the score was, I feel like we just didn't put up a fight, like, at all. So, that's something that, we got to take away from that. And then even the slow starts, in the high major games, if you have a slow start, you're setting yourself up for a bad whole game. So, just getting off to a quicker start. And, like I said, that motor intensity.
Coach has got into it with BG in the time out there. When he came back into the huddle from the side, have you ever seen him that mad in a game in the 2 years you've been with him?
No, but like I said, it was justified. It gets to a point where we as players we got to be sick and tired of the same thing over and over again. So, it's what was right in the moment. But no, I haven't seen it.
Did he break a clipboard over his knee?
A little bit, yeah, little broken.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty important game coming up on Saturday. What's the mindset of you specifically and the team in general going in?
Intensity from the jump. We got to be sharp, on point. I feel like defensively we got to be on point. Offense, I feel like if our defensive intensity is on point, that'll kind of set the tempo for the game. I feel like when we get out in transition and get stops, that's when we're at our best. So we got to get stops first to get out in transition. But that's really what it is. We just got to come in and be tired of the same old thing. Just got to fix it.
How surprised were you that things didn't click from the beginning?
Huh?
How surprised were you that things didn't click from the beginning for this team?
Like the first game?
From the start of the season.
I was a little surprised, but it's new group. Even though we've had a lot of time to work all the kinks out, but
You rode Purdue right off the bat. You beat Purdue pretty handily.
yeah. I was surprised, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like it's probably gonna be one of the most remembered years for all of us individually, because we're gonna turn it around. So it's gonna end up being the best year. But it wasn't the prettiest start, so I feel like that's something we just gotta look at.
What gives you the confidence that you're going to turn it around?
Just because I know individually we're great. Like it's a matter of just us playing together, having that one. I feel like once we get one, we about to start rolling. And on top of that, it's still early. Like we still got 3 months left.
Has the criticism been so intense from the outside that it's kind of like it's us against the world now inside that locker room?
It feels like we just know that it's only us. It's only us. You feel me? Obviously, win or lose, there's always going to be comments on what we could have done better. So now we've been losing. So it's definitely only us. We just got to lean into each other, really.
We heard all.
Is your role different this year than last year?
Is it different? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm the leader. I'm the oldest guy here. I've been here. I was here last year, along with Trent, Conlon, BG, obviously. But I feel like a lot of the guys, they look to me, to set the example. So a lot of it is on me on why our intensity, I feel like, hasn't been there, and we just got to turn it as a group.
Is that something that is hard for you, just not sort of your natural sort of personality stance to be the vocal leader?
No, it's not hard for me. I feel like I just gotta do it. A lot of times I tend to, do by example, but now, it's a lot of younger guys that maybe if they see certain things, they're gonna pick that up. So I just gotta be more vocal about it instead of.
The team last year was old. There was
Yeah.
a ton of old guys.
I was the young guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a pretty big change for you in 1 year.
Yeah, but it's possible.
There was a time tonight where you got in people's faces pretty good.
Yeah. We got to be tired of doing the same thing over and over again.
Is it harder to do it by example when, frankly, you can do stuff that other guys can't? And, they can't look at you and do that exact same thing?
Yeah, that's kind of what some of the coaches and GAs have been telling me, that I kind of got to get out of that of obviously leading by example, because not everyone could do certain things. So it's gonna be the vocal piece. So that's what I got to work on and do better of. Obviously playing with a super high motor, super intentional, and the intensity high. But on top of that, I got to be vocal. I got to call stuff out.
Coach Pope said after the game, he said, this team's just not competing going into this. He said, one thing he did say positive was that you took a step as a leader. And do you feel like you're finally stepping into that role? You've talked about how you had to learn that is your role. Do you feel like you're finally stepping in?
Yeah, I think I'm making strides in the right direction. It's going to be it's an uphill thing. It's not a one game thing. I feel like it's going to be over time. So I just got to be super intentional and committed to doing it every single day. But I do think I'm making some good strides.
Otega, this seems like the most kind of upset that Coach Pope has ever been here after a win. Have you noticed a change in his demeanor since that game last week? It seems a little more intentionally intense.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to give us that seriousness, that intensity that we all should have. Obviously we're 0-4 in these high major games, so we got to be fed up. And I think he's trying to show us that. And I feel like the message that he sent to us, after this is good for us. We got this win, but now we got to focus on something bigger, and we got to start building, some chemistry, stack some wins.
Trent said over there, he said, the off the court noise of there's off the court issues. He said that's not true. He said as we're losing, he said we're actually growing closer. Can you confirm that? He said it's strictly on the court.
Yeah, what?
He said like the issues he said it's strictly on the court, and we're figuring that part out. He said the off the court stuff. He said that's nonsense.
It ain't no off the court stuff. It's all on the court. Like obviously people gonna spectate and speculate, but it's all on the court. Like we the closest group. Like we all hang out, we all good. Like it ain't nothing off the court.
When you talk about that intensity that Pope is trying to give you guys, why do you think that piece isn't there yet?
The intensity?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's been there in spurts, but when you're losing, these high major games, it kind of takes a toll on you, brings you down, energy wise. But that's the thing. Instead of that, we got to lean into each other and have the most energy instead of it going down. So I feel like that's kind of why we just once we lose a couple, or once you see you're getting down in the game, it could bring your energy down, but we got to flip that.
You guys had 27th assist tonight. That ties the season.
That's his decision. He's got so many guys that he could go with and so many different lineups because we're so talented, we're so deep. But just kind of mixing the puzzle pieces around, trying to see what works, and go from there.
Obviously, you started the season starting, ankle injury, you missed a game or two. How nice did it feel to hear your name out there and then also play well in front of the fans?
Yeah, it was cool. There's nothing like playing in Rep Arena and kind of getting a start in a regular season game is super awesome. Super grateful for it, and there's nothing like BBN.
I assume you're feeling back to 100%?
Yeah, I feel great.
You guys really got into a rhythm in that first half. I think you had 11 points by halftime. Just what was working for you on the court?
They kind of went to that zone, and my teammates were making plays. Otega had a couple good plays. He penetrated and kicked out. We have so many good players, so they have to respect them, and then it kind of got me open a little bit. So we were just kind of playing off each other.
I know the three-point shots kind of come and gone for you guys as a team this year, but you're right up at 45-46% for the year. Just how good does your shot feel right now, and how are you kind of operating within the offense to try and get those three-point looks?
Yeah, I mean, just try to just shoot it with confidence every time. I mean, that's what Coach says. It's super easy to play that way, to play for him. It makes the shooter's job way easier whenever you rarely can take a bad shot in his offense. So he has so much confidence in me, and I appreciate it so much.
Have you always been one of those guys that you get that first one down, it feels like it's going to be a good night?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like the more you make, the bigger the hoop gets. So whenever that first one goes down, it feels good for sure.
Trent, in the same vein, I mean, I know you weren't your starter in Nashville, but after how that game started, when you saw that ball go in the net on that first shot, it had to feel like a weight off the shoulders, right? Just to see that the ball was going to fall through.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good when it goes in. It makes everything look better. I mean, that's what you're trying to do. I mean, there's so many schemes and philosophies that you can go with, but I mean, at the end of the day, if the ball doesn't go in, then it doesn't work.
Coach talked about tonight. He said, this team doesn't know how to compete yet, but we're going to, and this is a team you're going to be proud of. What's been the message from him the last few days? And we can see some better effort tonight from certain guys, and he talked about that. What's been his message the last few days?
I mean, we just gotta get back to ourselves. I mean, we dropped a couple bad ones, and then we're just trying to figure out how to use that and help us grow. Because I mean, we have a long season ahead. We're super talented. We're super close, and kind of just still working the gears, and we'll figure things out. I mean, tonight was a good step, and then we got another big one on Saturday.
Trent, you said we're super close. I don't know how much of the noise you hear, especially coming off a bad loss like Friday, but there's speculation out there that this team is not close and there's some kind of problem behind the scenes. Can you dismiss that?
I haven't seen that personally, but that is not true. I mean, I feel like we're kind of right now off these losses, it's kind of bringing us closer together. I mean, we're such a, like, it's so cliche to say every team wants to be a tight-knit group, but I really do think that we are. I mean, we really do have our backs, and we were continuing to learn to trust and play with each other on the court, but off the court, I mean, these are my best friends. I mean, they would say the same thing about me.
You talked about the game on Saturday being a big one. As a Kentucky kid, what do you know about this Indiana rivalry? And it's been a while since they've had the game at home and home, so what's that going to mean to you all on Saturday, taking the court against them?
Yeah, that's a huge game for us. I mean, like Coach says, our next game is our biggest game, and that's kind of the philosophy and the mentality that we have to take into each one. I mean, tonight it was our biggest game. I mean, we had so much to improve on, so much to grow. We took care of business, and we get to watch film and grow off of it even more. But Saturday, it'll be a big one, and I'm excited for it.
Sorry, Trent. Kentucky hasn't played Indiana in forever. You were probably really young last time these teams met. But what all do you know about the rivalry and what it means to both sides?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back. I remember watching it when I was younger, but I'm excited for it. It should be fun. Another good test in the non-conference, so we'll be ready to play.
You guys keep talking about how much you want to learn, and you're still learning each other. What do you need to learn about each other to be successful on this court?
Yeah, I mean, kind of just we're still figuring out the way that we play. I mean, everybody. I mean, we have a basically new team. We've had some injuries, had to play with different lineups and stuff like that. But we're growing. I mean, every team's going through it right now. But we'll be just fine.
What do you think has been the difference maybe since the Purdue game that you guys aren't doing necessarily? Because you guys won that game. I know it was an exhibition, but do you know if there's been any difference from you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we're just coming in every day. I mean, it always helps when the ball goes in the hoop. I mean, we can come up with all different kind of philosophies and styles and different plays and schemes. But I mean, if we're not making, like, we've shot a poor percentage in a couple of those games, and that's the result you get. I mean, we can't get any points. I mean, and we're having to guard over and over and over with a little spell of dry buckets. But I mean, it'll come. I mean, we kind of have our Jenga moment throughout the whole year, just like we have in the game. So we're not worried. We'll be just fine.
You spoke earlier about the confidence. So, like, you need confidence to shoot the ball, especially playing for Pope and his style of offense. What's that process been like for you of building confidence and maybe not passing up looks that he wants you to take?
Yeah, I mean, since the first day I stepped on campus and was playing for him, I mean, it's we have the ultimate green light. And then, but then there's times you have to take the right ones. I mean, you have to take it in the flow of the offense and stuff like that. But whenever you shoot it, you own it, and we live with the result, make or miss, and we'll go from there.
Do you feel like you guys are maybe getting more comfortable with that process as a team of knowing what to take, which not to take, and driving, kicking out, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll just get better as the season goes on. I feel like At the start of this season, we're better at it now, and then at the end of the season, we'll be even better then. So, I mean, it just takes time. But, yeah.
Pope really complimented your effort and your defense when you're on the floor. Just what kind of steps do you think you're taking in those areas when you're on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to play as hard as I can. I feel like that kind of covers up for a lot of stuff. I mean, whenever we're in ball screens, I know that the guys on the back line have my back, and I try to be there and have their back every time. So just kind of getting more confident, comfortable, and kind of getting in the ball up a little more.
What do you think the disconnect has been when you hear all the stuff about the summer and the fall about how well you guys shoot in practice? You can't miss, Cam can't miss, and then just kind of disconnect once the lights turn on in the games and just not being able to get shots to fall?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the ball just doesn't go in, and then, I mean, that hasn't really happened up to this point. But then the next 10 games, we go and shoot at an unbelievable percentage, and then it kind of dips. But I mean, it'll eventually steady out, and that's just kind of what comes with the philosophy and the style that we play.
Has there been any mental things you guys have to do to kind of get it back out of your head that you can shoot the ball and get it into the net?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, we talk about next play. I mean, not even with shooting, but I mean, make a bad play, you just want to flush it and go to the next thing because, I mean, you can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about the losses, the ones that we've dropped. We can't do anything about the win that we just had. I mean, now it's time to flush it and move on to the Indiana game on Saturday.
When the fan base, kind of the panic that you feel from them, what's your reaction? Is it kind of like we want to prove to them that we're the team that you guys thought that we could be, or just you ignore some of those things?
Yeah, I mean, as they should. I mean, we're here at Kentucky, but we're here to win, and anything other than a win is a failure. So we're coming out, we're doing everything we can to kind of get it back right, and we got another big test on Saturday, so we'll be ready to go, hyped up, and give it our best.
What do you think will be a big key in beating Indiana?
I mean, we just got to do our things. We protect the ball, get out in transition, and get some stops strung together, and we'll be just fine. We just got to play our way, and everything will work out.
You got a dunk in. You threw one up. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, first time for everything. First time for everything.
Have we seen you dunk? Was it the first one?
First college dunk, yeah. So it was fun. I mean, I had a great pass by my teammate, or I think it was Colin. Yeah, he threw it right over the defender's hand and just went for it. Might as well, right? I've watched Colin dunk so many times, so might as well.
There's 27 assists tonight. Just talk about, I guess, was Shell a big emphasis this week? Make sure you guys are passing, moving the ball, that kind of thing.
I mean, that's kind of the goal every time we play. I mean, we want to make plays for teammates. That's huge in our offense. And tonight we did a really good job of moving it, especially when we went in that zone. Whenever they went in that zone, we didn't hold it. We kind of skipped it around and caused them a little trouble.
Jasper had a breakout game.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say about the way he played?
Yeah, I mean, he's an electric scorer, and he showed it tonight. And it's just any time he can pop and go for 20 plus, and I'm super happy for him, and I expect him to continue to build on that and bring it Saturday.
How good did it feel to have kind of old Otega back, the one that we saw time and time again all of last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he had a great game. It was both ends of the floor, really. I mean, he had 20 and 7 or whatever, but he was guarding their best player. I mean, he averaged 20, and I didn't see him give up many buckets on him.
Zach came in and knocked down the 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What can you say about that, him coming in?
Yeah, that's huge. It's awesome. It's good to see Zach get one down, official field goal. So that's cool. That's really cool.
You think those two are going to be talking trash the rest of the time? That Walker and Zach both have one.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see who finishes the year at the highest, and I'm sure they'll have that battle.
Jasper, just what did you see from the effort on the floor from the guys tonight?
I feel like there was a couple possessions that we could have played better, but we're still learning, figuring each other out. Always trying to give 110% effort every time I step onto the court, but we're picking it up. We're getting better.
Have you felt a difference, or the team felt a difference from what happened in that Purdue game versus where you guys are now?
A difference? No. I feel like we're just trying to compete. We're learning each other. We had a long summer of preparation, so coming out to the first game of the year, we were all excited and energized and different things that can impact the game of basketball. But I feel like we're all working, practicing really hard, just trying to get better.
You say you guys are trying to learn each other. What's not clicking?
I don't think there's something that's specific that's not clicking. I just feel like we have a lot of talented guys on the team. So just figuring out our roles, learning each other better personally is a start that we're doing better at to help us grow that relationship and that chemistry on the court.
It was 27 assists for you guys tonight. That ties the season high. What do you attribute that to, and how can you get that to translate against tougher competition?
Definitely just being more decisive when we're playing. I feel like at times guys can be hesitant, but Coach Pope is really pushing for us to be aggressive and make plays every time we get the opportunity to. So just staying aggressive and making plays for our teammates. We made some open shots tonight, but just being aggressive.
Coach Pope talked about in the offseason how much defense was a priority for you guys. Is that still what you feel like is the biggest priority?
Yeah, definitely. In the game of basketball, you have to get stopped. Really, in all sports, you have to get stopped. So defense is a big part of the game of basketball. We try to get kills going out the game where that's consistent stops in a row. And we have our game limits that we try to get to complete that, and that really translates to winning. So stops is something that we work on every day.
So how do you feel like you guys aren't getting those stops, I guess?
I feel like a lot of the times, we may be foul, reach at the end. We just have to figure out how to guard legal. I feel like we play solid defense at times, for sure. Trying to be more aggressive, take away catches. But, we just been watching more film, studying the game of basketball more, and being there mentally before the game starts. And that's really helped us.
What did you see from their zone defense in particular that allowed you to get to the rim a little bit more, get open shots, things like that?
With myself, I feel like I'm always aggressive, whether it's a zone or a man. I feel like I can always create a shot or get downhill, but I'm just trying to be aggressive. Coach Pope been telling me to be aggressive ever since I stepped on campus, so I'm going to keep that same mindset no matter what defense a team's in, and I'm going to live with the results because I work on it every day.
Did y'all know that they were going to do the zone and all that? And kind of how did you all prepare differently for that as opposed to maybe a man-to-man defense?
Yeah, going over to scout, our managers and our assistant coaches, watch a lot of film, Coach Pope as well, to try to give us a game plan so that we can be there mentally before the game. And we went over a couple zone defenses our scout did for us to help us, really mimic the game. But really just being aggressive and being decisive, creating driving lanes while they're in the zone, and that helped us create layups. Our bigs are settling really well tonight, and that's something that they work on, so it helped us.
There was a lot made about the team's effort. Is that something that you guys talk about, or is that something that you guys have seen, talk about amongst yourselves?
Yeah, we talk about it for sure. We go out here with the University of Kentucky on our jerseys, and we never want to have effort be the outcome or be the decision of a win or a loss. So we just trying to build from it, look in the past and learn as we move forward into the season.
I'm sure you got asked this question, but career high, how are you feeling? What are we on? 7-8 games in the season, you're already over 20 points. So how did it feel?
It feels good. I just been working really hard, and I was fortunate enough to, hit open shots. My teammates found me in transition, in the zone, and I was able to make open shots. But I feel like it was a good team effort tonight. We all played well. We're just trying to put pieces together. Prepare for a big game Saturday, and hopefully get a win.
We all know you love to score the ball, but you also had the highest plus-minus on the team. What else was working for you aside from putting the ball in the basket?
Just staying aggressive. I'm watching a ton of film with Coach Hart every day, and our manager Jalen Green. Just putting in a lot of hours. I'm living my dream right now, and the University of Kentucky is the most valuable thing ever to me. So I'm gonna try to do whatever I can, to impact the game at all times, because this really means something to me. So I'm gonna just give everything my all.
What did you think of Trent's performance tonight? He had that It looked like he's feeling himself a little bit. That lob to Malachi in the middle. What do you think of his game tonight?
Trent played fantastic. He had a dunk today as well. I've been getting on him about his bounce, and his rim attack. But now he's been working really hard. He's an elite shooter. It's a guy that if we find him with an open shot, we know it's a 60-70% chance that it's going into the rim every time. So I'm very confident with Trent's game and his abilities. He's been working, and I'm glad that he got to have his opportunity tonight to make shots.
You don't got more bounce than you do.
Maybe right now. I've been dealing with some tendon work on my right leg, so I haven't gotten any dunks this year. But I've been working, trying to rehab on it and get better.
It seemed like you're trying to get Zach that shot at the end of the game. Was that kind of a goal for you all to try to get him looks to be able to make his first points from the field?
Yeah, for sure. Zach and Walk both. In practice every day they're on scout team. Those guys can hoop. Like, honestly, they really can. So I know whenever they're open, I know that shots has a great chance of going in. We compete against them every day. They get buckets here and there for sure. So I'm excited whenever they get to check in because that means we're doing something right.
Trent just told us
over these past few games now shoot well, going long, scoring droughts for you all to see that ball go through bucket at a consistent rate today. That kind of give you all like a sigh of relief, like hey, we can't shoot well.
Yeah, it's just working. We're working. The game of basketball, shots can fall, shots cannot fall. There's a whole bunch of different things that can, go into the outcome of that. But we're always going to shoot an open shot, shoot with confidence, own our shot, and we'll live with the results because we work on it. And our big thing about our offense is we wedge. So, we try to get offensive rebounds to earn more possessions, more shots, more points, opportunities. So, we just working on it.
Trent told us a moment ago that some of the adversity that you guys have faced early in the season, the disappointment has brought you guys closer.
Yeah.
And that kind of runs against there's a narrative out there amongst the fans that something's wrong with it.
Yeah.
These guys are fighting in practice.
Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff, where the fans are trying to say stuff about us, that something's going wrong in the locker room. But our guys are really, really working to, get connected. We trying to go to the teammate's house, watch a game here and there, you spend time with each other, spend more quality time off the court to learn each other better. That's something Coach Pope has, got on us about doing, is learning each other out better so that we can build that chemistry faster. But now we're all building, we're growing, we're still learning each other. We have a lot of talented guys on the team, so we're gonna make it work for sure.
NC Central played a lot of zone. Played some man too, but mostly zone. And do you like that better? Do you have a preference? How do you guys think you guys handled that?
Me personally, I don't really care what defense a team is in. I'm always going to try to be aggressive, think score first and, then make plays for my teammates if it's there. But I feel like we executed well today. I give credit to our scout team and our GAs and managers. They gave us a great scout in practice this week to help us prepare for the zone that they were going to come out in, and we executed.
How much is getting to the free throw line a big thing with you moving forward? It really took advantage of that today.
Yeah, I'm somebody who can score the ball. Watching a lot of film, Coach Hart, telling me I got to find easier ways to score. I got to get to the line more to be more of an efficient scorer. So, I've been working out, getting stronger, lifting, just trying to create space, driving lines, and then, playing off 2 feet, which can help me get my balance together and, maybe draw fouls here and there. But I know at the end of the day, if shots aren't falling, you can always get to the free throw line. So that's something that I've really been working on.
You referenced watching film with Coach Hart there a second ago. Obviously, he wants you to be aggressive, try and get to the foul line. But what are some of the other things that he's identified from the first games of your college career to help you along and to maybe give you some tools of the trade to help you?
My defensive ability. I'm 6'5", I'm long, I'm athletic. So he's telling me I gotta have better defensive impact on the game. It's not the offense that's gonna hold my game back. It's the defensive side of the ball. So when I'm out there trying to be loud, communicate with my teammates when I'm in the gaps and help. Being on the ball, my foot speed, been working on that. But just being aware of my tags, it's the small details in the game that have helped me grow since day one, since I've gotten here. Watching film has helped me with a lot.
There's obviously so much that